Welcome to video 3 of my multi-part series regarding the Commemorative Halves collection. Now, video 1 and 2 talked about the entire set in very basic, very general terms. But over the next few weeks, we're going to be showing the various coins. Now, I'm committed to this. This is a year-long project. So do me a favor, if you're into these coins, I want you to make sure you subscribe and follow. Hit that notification bell so you get notification of when these videos drop. You're not going to want to miss these. A lot of great details coming out. Today we're going to be talking about the Columbian Exposition. Now this happened in 1893, but it was supposed to happen a year earlier. Unfortunately, circumstances didn't allow it to happen, so it was delayed. But in 1893, there was more than just the Columbian Exposition coin that came out. Next week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorites, and that is the Isabella quarter. But hit that notification bell because next week we'll talk about that one. The Columbian Exposition half is one that anybody can get for fairly cheap as well, between 25 and 40 bucks depending upon the grade. Now, obviously, if you get a higher grade, it's going to fetch a little bit more money. But some of the coins in this series are nigh unattainable because of price. This is one everybody should be able to afford. But I don't want to focus on this particular coin. I want to look at some of the other elements that happened during the exposition and talk about why these world fairs were so popular. The amount and the detail of the artistry that occurred is second to none. And I'm going to show you some pieces in here that are amazing. I want to start off with the official Columbian Exposition medal. This is a beautiful piece. You'll see the government building there on the front and the nice letter work and the design on the obverse. And you flip it over and you're going to see the World's Columbian Exposition, Chicago, 1893. You'll see the United States Mint exhibit there, and then you'll see the Treasury Department. Now, all the images that I'm presenting are courtesies of PCGS. So any video or any item that you see is going to come directly from PCGS. Now, these were all made of brass, and there's 3 major varieties in this. 2 of them have large letters. 1 of them have small letters, and they're relatively rare. The next piece in this is going to be one that had a little bit of controversy behind it. There was a little bit of a delay, and it was created by Augustus St. Gaudens. Now, he sculpted the board on the Columbian Exposition, and he was awarded a contract to design an awards medal. The whole idea behind this was to give it away to people who compete, especially European sculptors. Well, it was almost completed at the end of the exposition, but, administration things happened, and it didn't officially get distributed for a few years. It was actually 1896 before the winner actually got this. Now, they were made of brass, and it won an award in itself, but this is the first of many collaborations that occurred. See, the obverse on this coin was made by Augustus St. Gaudens, but the reverse, the mint engraver, the chief engraver, Charles Barber, would be the designer. It's a really nice piece, very well put together, but I'm going to tell you, out of this, obverse definitely wins it for me. It's a really nice depiction of Christopher Columbus standing on, looking at the sight of land. It's a really, really nice artistic piece. But there are so many other Columbian Expo pieces. Some of the so-called dollars, like the Discovery America dollar, or the first Ferris wheel was issued in 1893. This is one of the big attractions in Chicago. So they have the Chicago Ferris wheel dollar. They had ones of the Statue of Liberty. They had one of each of the states. But the next one that I want to show you is one that I really, really enjoy. In fact, of all the medals I'm going to show you in this particular set, this is by far my favorite. This is made of aluminum and is the World Globe dollar. Now, again, it's a medal. It's not a dollar, but they called these a dollar because it cost $1 to buy them. It's a fabulous piece, and it plays on the design elements. If you look at the reverse, you'll see the 2 globes, the maps that separate the 1492 on the back. of the Columbian Exposition. And in taking that, you're going to see this design element. And you look at these, they're the two globes. Now, granted, they have people on the obverse and buildings and structures on the reverse, but the general makeup is the same as what you would see on the Columbian Exposition. I like the little play on that to the official coin. It's a really nice piece. But the last piece that I want to go over isn't a coin at all. In fact, it's the tickets. And the tickets and some of the other art pieces that went with the particular tickets. And if you look at these, they're absolutely fabulous. The design element, the detailed artwork, the inlay of the lettering. And remember, when we're talking about this, they weren't the laser printers that we have nowadays. These were all printing presses and hand done. They're beautiful pieces of work. But I want to draw your attention to the bottom of this particular frame where you'll see the Columbian souvenir coin, 1892, in this Wells Fargo packet. And next to it is the little protective holder that you could have stuck the coin into to make sure the coin was protected. And then again, on the right-hand side, you'll see the sheath that would have covered it. Really nice pieces. And a lot of people see the 1893 and they think that's all there was, but there's so much more to that particular exposition. You'll see this throughout this series. Again, as I stated before, if you like this and you want to know more about this series, make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell. That way, when I drop these videos, you have access to them. All right, folks, next week, we're going to be talking that Isabella quarter. You're not going to want to miss that fabulous piece. If you haven't seen one, I'm going to talk a little bit about the history behind that, the developers, the designers, the engravers, talk about the history of Isabella herself and why they engraved one of the first real live women on a coin. All right, folks, be well, be blessed. I will see you guys in the streams. Take care.